What's up, guys? I wanted to come today and talk to you about something I got reminded of, and I started taking some action on this once again. I feel like I've always kind of done this thing, but I started taking action on this once again, and that was trying to be the future version of what I wanted to be and doing the things of that future version. We hear about this fake it until you make it, but I also heard a quote in a podcast one time when I was interviewing somebody and they said, be it until you become it. And what I'm about to talk to you about really is along those same lines. And this whole fake it till you make it thing is like basically you're just faking, trying to act like you're a certain person or a certain way until finally you make it. And it's really a fake thing. It's not something that you're really doing, but this be it until you become it is more along the lines of that being the type of person that you want to be until you finally become it. If I want to be a good husband, what are some of those things that a good husband does? Well, a good husband probably listens to his wife. A good husband probably tries to do things for his wife, cherishes his wife, shows his wife love. There's all sorts of things, and your definition of a good husband is going to be different than mine and everything. So what are those things that make you a good husband? And this is essentially what it's like for you if you want to become somebody, if you want to get to that next level of life, business, get your finances in a different place. It's all about being that person that you need to be, living to the level of that individual. And just to give you a different example here, think about fitness. If you want to be somebody that has six pack abs, then you need to be doing things that people with six pack abs do. And I'm not talking about the people on social media that go on these crazy binge diets and cheat meals, rather, not, well, kind of treat, but cheat meals as well, where you see the crazy, oh, I ate a whole pizza this weekend, yet look at my abs, I still got them, oh, all these veins and all this stuff. No, I'm talking about the legit people that on a day-to-day basis that they're doing, not the Instagram highlights. What are they doing on a daily basis? Well, they're probably working out. They're probably walking. They're watching their water intake. And most importantly, they are eating the proper things. And it's not necessarily chicken and rice. It's probably some other things, but they are making sure essentially that they are eating less calories than their body actually burns. So therefore, they're in a caloric deficit, which allows them to lose the weight until they get down there to that six pack, and then they're able to go back. But they're right there at that maintenance level. They are not eating in excess or 1,000 calories in excess of their caloric metabolic levels. There we go. Their metabolic levels. Wow, that's a little hard to say. But they are simply eating so that they can maintain that body weight. So when you're first going, yes, you're going to have to do a little bit of a deficit, but you need to start eating and acting in accordance to what somebody with the six pack does, because they don't simply just eat right one meal. They don't simply just work out one day a week. They work out 5 days a week, 7 days a week. It may not be every day, but they do these things and they make sure they are eating right a majority of the time. Maybe, again, not all the time, but a majority of the time they are eating right. They are not going and getting the Twinkies or the chocolate cake or anything like that. So if you want to get the six pack abs, you have to start doing the things that a person that is in shape does. And so same thing for you when you want to do something in life. If you want to build a bigger business, you need to start doing things that a bigger business does right now. That may be standard operating procedures. That may be having systems in place. That may be hiring more people. I'm actually doing this currently, and this was from my reminder on a coaching call last week that I needed to make some changes. And one of the things that I did and I'm doing right now is interviewing recruiters for my virtual assistant agency to help me with onboarding, to do pre-screening of VAs that we will be able to bring in to hand over to clients and everything like that. Because I realize, yes, I can do that. Do I need them right now? No. But the future version of my business will need that recruiter to help with these things. So if I want to get to where I want to in the future, rather than solving today's problem, which is I didn't have a problem with that necessarily, but I'm trying to solve tomorrow's problem and be that business where I want to be. So I'm hiring today for where I want to go. I'm starting to take the actions for where I want to go rather than the things that I'm doing today. A lot of us in business, we are fighting the daily fires. We are not thinking strategically. We're stuck here, blinders on. We're looking at this one thing and we can't think and look outside of that. But if we take a moment and think about where we're trying to go, we can start taking actions towards that. And guess what? It's going to create more pressure. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it's also going to allow you to grow and get towards where you're trying to go. And it's going to make those fires that you have right now that seem insurmountable, that seem like they're never ending, it's going to allow them to end because now you're thinking long term. You're thinking a bigger picture. So this fire that seemed like it was over your head and it was all consuming now is something that's right there in front of you. It's something that's easy to take out because you're planning for that future. You're putting those things in place. And now this becomes such a small thing and you can take care of it. I'm not saying completely ignore the fires, the things that need immediate attention right now. But you need to start thinking about where you're trying to go. Stop thinking here in the moment. Nobody gets the results that they want in life by focusing on today and today's problems alone. They get there by having a vision, knowing where they're going, and going in that direction and doing the things that get you towards those steps. It's kind of like going on a road trip and you have some gas. And then you go and you're like, you know what? Okay, I got to stop. We're about to run out. I'm just going to get $5. I got some gas. That's all I needed. $5. It'll get me going. And you go maybe another 20, 30 miles, depending on what the price of gas is at the moment and how fuel efficient your car is. And you've got to stop again. And you get another $5. And then you go another 20 miles and you got to stop again. And you're constantly stopping time and time again because you are only focused on the problem here in the moment. You're not looking long term. Okay, maybe I should put $20 in. Maybe I should put $100 in, whatever it costs to fill up your tank so you can go a lot further. And that's what you're doing in your business right now, most likely. So if you want to get out of this rat race in your business, you want to grow that business, you need to be thinking about the future. And if I can help you with that by helping you with a virtual assistant, I would love to help you. We can have a conversation on that. But start thinking about what your future self would do to get to where you want to go and start taking actions towards that.